welcome to TGPOC News coming to you from the Great Canadian Plains.
Today our stories will feature the E. coli outbreak in Alberta as well as Culture Days and the poor voter turnout in Saskatchewan.
A recent E. coli outbreak in Alberta has caused beef recalls throughout Canada and the U.S. Canada provides majority of the beef in the U.S. Will they sever ties with our beef industry? We will now go to our news correspondent Kayla with Alison Redford for more of the story.
I'm with Premier Alison Redford, the current Premier of Alberta, asking her a few questions about Alberta and the beef E. coli crisis. Hello, Premier Redford. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Kayla. Thanks for having me.
I'd like to start with a few personal questions about your connection to Alberta. What do you love most about Alberta?
Well, I was born in BC and I grew up all over Canada until my family moved to Calgary when I was in my teens. I knew that I loved Alberta when we moved here permanently. Glenn, Sarah, and I, like my husband and my daughter, we live in Calgary currently, and it's a wonderful city to be a part of.
Nowadays, you play a very important role in the government of Alberta. How does it feel to be the Premier of the province?
I believe that it is a great opportunity to help positive changes happen in the province. I get to be part of various changes, development, and growth that Alberta is currently experiencing. I feel that this is a very significant role.
Lately, there has been a crisis in the beef industry with the E. coli outbreaks. How do you plan to support the beef industry after the outbreak?
Well, beef is one of Alberta's biggest industries, and it will prevail after the crisis, no doubt. The faith simply needs to be restored in the consumers of the product, and I believe that the public simply needs some reassurance. We stand behind our producers, and we stand behind the products that they produce.
All right, that's all the time that we have for now. Thank you for your time, Premier Redford.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kayla. We are now going to go to commercial. We will be back in a few minutes with our Culture Day story. Stay tuned.
Mosquitoes refuse to bite him purely out of respect. The Ogopogo takes pictures of him. He is the most interesting man in Canada.
I don't always go to Canada, but when I do, I go to the Great Plains. Technology drives the oil industry. That is why it relies on skilled workers to safely fill the wide variety of jobs available. These jobs require strength, guts, and determination. Do you have what it takes? Apply today.
Welcome back to TGPOC News. Culture Days in Alberta has taken off. Lots of music events, art exhibits, and dancing and different activities are happening all across Edmonton, Calgary, and the area. It's all happening this weekend over a span of 3 days. I hope to see you all there.
In other news, the NHL lockout has yet to make any progress. Hockey fans across the plains are going to have to watch Little League or find something else to watch this season. Perhaps curling.
The election in Saskatoon has not been going as well as they had hoped. The voter turnout for the campaign events has been very, very poor and lower than normal. We now go to Kayla with Mayor Don Atchison for more of the story.
We need to interview him. Oh look, there he is! Come on, let's go! Mr. Atchison, may I have a word with you?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor, this is your 4th term running. What motivated you to run for mayor in the first place?
Well, as you may know, in 1994 I was elected in council, and I was really comfortable with that position, but it was actually my wife, Mardell, who encouraged me to run for mayor.
Why would you like to be re-elected as mayor of Saskatoon?
Well, I'm really into forward thinking, and I think that you, the citizens of Saskatoon, deserve to have a better quality of life, and I, as mayor, can give you that opportunity.
Do you think that the poor voter turnout will hurt your campaign in any way?
I do think that there's some concern, but I think that as long as I'm just doing what I'm doing, going to as many social and cultural events as possible, that the voter turnout will work in my favor.
All right, thank you for your time, Don Atchison. This is Kayla Pentelik reporting from the WGPOC news station. Back to you.
We will be back with the weather right after this commercial break.
Wow, they're really biting tonight.
Oh my God, these fish are crazy.
Look at them go.
Oh my god, that fish is really fighting.
Come to Great Bear Lake where the fishing's great.
Coming across the plains, we have some pretty nice weather for this time of year. Yellowknife is currently at 13 degrees, 2 degrees above the seasonal average. The forecast looks cloudy for the day, but the sun will peek out a little later in the afternoon, bringing it up to a high of 14. Going down to Alberta, Edmonton is seeing an average temperature around 30 degrees. The sun is shining, but it'll cool down tonight to about 14 degrees with a 10% chance of rain. Calgary is sitting comfortably at 27 degrees and Medicine Hat at 24. Across to Saskatchewan and Manitoba, Regina is at 25 degrees and sunny. It's going to be a clear, beautiful night, only going down to about 17 degrees. Saskatoon, sunny at 26, and Winnipeg sitting at a comfortable 21 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud. Thank you for watching TGPOC News. Thank you and have a good night.